Leadership International, in association with Luminous, present Chan Abraham in Changing Our World, Forgiveness.
And now, please welcome Luminous Group Chief Executive, Chan Abraham.
This is a year of renewing hope and inspiration. And isn't it extraordinary to think, we always say this, don't we, how time has gone. Time doesn't actually go any faster, but it feels like it's gone. It's like summer holidays. How many of you truly believe that summers were longer when you were a child? We all do. But really, time is going at the same pace. However, here we are, 3/4 of the year has now gone. We're on something which we call our road to renewal. We truly do wish the coalition government a lot of success. I know Ed Miliband doesn't, but we do wish them a lot of success because we need to have stable government in the nation. And people are looking for answers. However, here in our organization, in Luminous, in Transform Work UK, in Leadership International, we have a fundamental belief that there's more to change in the world than just political power or even money. That there are things that happen in communities and in relationships that actually are the means to making a radical transformation in the world around us. If I just look at one of the people I can see in the audience here, Brian Pierce, who heads up Rail World, which is a wonderful charity that we're working with in Peterborough, and we'll be having some homes coming through in developing that land. But Rail World are demonstrating to the world around what sustainability is about. And through Brian, who's been working so hard over many years in the face of lots of adversity, tremendous things have been done. I see someone here from the Prince's Trust, and even in these straitened times, we wish the Prince's Trust a great deal of success. And there are some of you who've come here from outside who are having challenges with your own businesses. You're very welcome to learn the way we do things here. But you have seen also that there are challenges, and you've seen that there are people who are making the difference in the world around. So we have this 2020 vision. We're saying in the next 10 years, through the business that we do here and through many other activities, through the way in which we teach and train leaders and managers, through the engagement that Transform Work UK has in the workplace across the nation, we want to see the world change. And we've seen some evidence of that, because the Sunday Times 100 Best Companies to Work For has recognized the way we do things as being #1 for leadership, work-life balance, and for strong moral principles. And along this road to renewal, this 2020 vision, we made a resolution at the commencement of this year. We said that we would set ourselves a resolution that we knew we would keep, because we would keep it together. And the resolution was a very simple one. It was that we would change the world where we are. And the way we've focused our minds throughout this year is through 12 themes which are on our calendar. So each month there is a theme. January started with vision and belief, hope, optimism, true happiness, taking action, seizing opportunity. And in June we talked about overcoming fear. In August about being generous. And this month our theme is about forgiveness. As we go forward, in the remaining 3 months, we'll talk about character, about inspiring others, and moving forward. But how strange it is, isn't it, that a corporate organization should be talking about these things. Please don't misunderstand what we're doing here. We are a strong business with a robust business strategy. We have all of those things in place. We are fit for purpose as an organization. However, we have tapped in to an essence of truth that much of corporate Britain just does not understand, because our focus is on the things that we do understand, on numbers. We don't understand that people are the key to our success. And in some respects, the connection here is about the spiritual side, and I use that in very broad terms, of the world in which we live. And so forgiveness, which is our theme this month, it's quite an unusual one, because it's about saying, can we actually change the world using this instrument? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., great civil rights leader of the 1950s and 60s, said forgiveness does not mean ignoring what has been done or putting on a false label on an evil act. Rather, it means that the evil act no longer remains as a barrier to the relationship. And in this talk, what I'd like to share with you are ways in which we can identify this issue around forgiveness and actually how we can make it work for us, so that the lives we live are more productive, more successful, more fulfilling, more prosperous, more triumphant on a daily basis, so that almost every day you can get out of bed and say that something good is going to happen to me today. There cannot be a single human being who at one time or another has not been hurt. Most of the hurts that arise are in personal relationships, but of course there are hurts and there is damage that arises as a result of the activities of governments and entire nations. Some hurts are minor, but others are more profound. So in this talk, I'd like to deal with 5 points. I'd like to ask the question, what is forgiveness, so that we are all moving from the same place? What does forgiveness do for us? And equally, what does unforgiveness do to us? I'd like to answer the question about why forgiveness sometimes can be so difficult, and also deal with issues around forgiving ourselves as well as being forgiven by others. And finally, I'd like to give you an action plan, 7 steps to forgiveness.